Welcome back to Weekend Warriors, more V-Skill Showcase. Little by little, man, we're showing you these characters piece by piece, know what I mean?
That's right. We cleaned out the first row of characters.
Moving on to another row. Starting off with your man, Edmund.
You excited?
Edmund? I think his name is Edmund?
It's Edmund. It's Edmund.
Something that, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but like a lot of these characters, a lot of their V-Skills, these new ones, a lot of people call them installs or install skills.
Okay.
Basically, you press a button, and the next time the character uses one of the moves, it's better.
Sure.
That's one of these. So Honda does that, and is she his fucking hands burning?
Wow. Okay.
Steven?
Cool.
Now his 100 hand slap is better, right? So let's see. So that's +4, right? That's light hands. Normally that shit is +3, right?
Okay.
Also, let's see. That combo does 131
so
normally.
Slightly better.
Watch. So that's 131, right? Oops. So 140, a little bit more damage, and it's +4. Doesn't seem like much, right?
Okay. That's light hands.
Yeah, that's light hands.
That's okay.
But if you're in V skill, +4 is, there's a big difference between +4 and +3.
Okay.
Ooh, no, come on, I can do better than that. Ooh, almost. It's been a while.
Wow.
Does that not work? That's not 5, is it?
Back in the 90s when I was playing the cabinet at my local movie theater, I never expected that one day Ryu and E Honda would be fighting in suits on a plane.
There you go. You see that combo?
Oh, nice.
So that's a big difference for no meter off of a fucking light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of that's all the hands too. They all get better damage. They all get better frame advantage on hit. And on block too. That's kind of a big deal too. So certain hands, let's see, like this one. Let me see. How do I? Oh, he's still like. Let me put him on block. -2 for heavy hands, right on block.
Normally.
-2. Oh, that one didn't change. Okay. Interesting. I guess that one doesn't change.
Okay.
At least not. I bet the damage changes and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's a big deal. It powers up his hands. You know, pretty simple. And honestly, I think it's. Why can't I hit this?
Oh my gosh.
What? Is this the whole episode? Just me trying to get this over and over?
No, not at all. No, I was just.
Yeah. You were just what?
I just didn't think we were going to make it as we flew through that building. I thought for sure we'd lose a wing.
You look at the background still.
I thought for sure we'd lose a wing, but.
So. Still looking back at his first V skill, if you remember, that was a long time ago. We covered him, but he has this thing, which is kind of a little bit of an anti-air.
Right.
I think it's got some good like upper body invincibility and shit, and it's also cancelable, if I remember correctly. Oh, come on. Yeah. The applications of this are, it stops projectiles. I think it's good as an anti-air, and it's cancelable. The applications of that they're obvious. But man, like the ability for Honda to like be Honda even more with V skill too. You know what I mean? Because that's a character who like likes to spend a good amount of time sometimes just sitting there. And if he can just like take a second to put that means his next hands is going to be that much more dangerous. I can still see people preferring V skill 2 some of the time. Some of the time, maybe. If they want to play even more passive. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just negating that projectile and building meter and shit and clapping.
You can still see people playing V skill 1, you mean, right?
That's what I meant. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure.
But V skill 2 is definitely more active. You feel me?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. If I were to play Honda, I would definitely like to play V skill 2 and try that out. Here's this clown. Here's G. His V skill 2 is not that apparent on first glance.
Okay.
In fact, it took me a while to figure out what was going on. Check out. Here's the V skill 2. He poses. That's the first pose.
What the
Pose
hell
2.
is happening? Okay.
Pose 3. And once you're on pose 3, that's all the same.
This is terrifying character. I've never been introduced to this character, and he scares the daylights out of me.
Good, he should. So what this does is every time he does that, he gets a defense boost, right? So a move that would do like, let's say 50 damage. If I were to do the first level of that V skill, it would do like, I don't know, fucking 46. And then if I did the second one, it would be even less, and the third one even less. You feel me?
Okay. So you can do it 3 times.
Yeah. Once you get knocked down, however, they all wipe.
Okay, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is a character who, I don't think you've ever been introduced to this guy. He gets his shit leveled up, like that little world symbol. You see the little earth symbol down there? He has level 1, which we're at level 2, and then level 3 is his final level.
Wow.
So he's always had that. But every time you get knocked down, you lose 1 level, right? You understand? And that V skill will protect you from the next knockdown of losing. You'll lose the defense buff that you get from the V skill, but you won't lose the level. Does that make sense?
Yes.
How can Patrick just want? What do you want, Patrick?
I like Street Fighter.
Got it. Patrick likes Street Fighter.
Hi, Patrick.
He's here to learn.
I like Street Fighter.
I like nice haircut. He only knows how to say I like Street Fighter today.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's purely passive. It's a purely passive V skill. It lets you buff your defense and lets you protect your presidentiality levels, which is what they're called.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of nice though, right? Like,
yes.
If you're the guy who likes to protect his levels, that was me when I was playing this character. I love to protect my shit. I might have actually chosen this. That being said, his V skill 1 is kind of like important for his character.
Okay.
This barrier negates projectiles. It's a clean ass anti-air. Not only that, it's like kind of fundamental in a lot of his like corner combos. So it's definitely the more active of the two, and it's kind of reminds me of the whole the relationship between Honda and his 2 V skills. This one is definitely more active, and the other one is definitely more passive. You understand?
Yes.
So I guess if you really, really want to protect your presidentiality, maybe V skill 2 is a thing for you. Not to mention, it does make him that much harder to kill.
Are you telling me that presidentiality describes? What does that describe? Just his air, or is it an actual function? It's an actual like game asset.
Like that's the name of his level system.
That's it. Just his.
Just him. It's just him.
All right. That character scares the daylights out of me.
As it should.
I'm going to try to put him out of my mind.
But don't you think it's like the first character? In fact, I think that might be the only character with a V skill that's like all it does is buff a stat, like a passive stat.
Wow. Okay.
You have something to say, Patrick?
Yeah, I have a question.
What the fuck?
In the V trigger,
Yeah.
do you still get the shot, or is it just like a boring ass V skill now that doesn't do anything?
Wait, in what V trigger? What are you talking
The
about?
one that like gives him like, you know, you could like shoot the V skill out.
Oh, but that V skill, the V skill that allows him to shoot his G barrier,
It
also did other things.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, it's true.
No, you can't shoot a G barrier that you don't have. Yeah.
You don't get anything.
All right, here we go. He's talking shit. Sakura gets some stuff. She gets a roll.
All right.
This doesn't like corpse hop or anything like that. Actually, does it corpse hop? If I get a hard knockdown,
Corpse hop is when the person's knocked down and you cross
go
them.
over the other side.
But they're not
you don't
it
get
might
a
not be a
hop.
corpse yet, but that's fine.
Yeah, you're right. You can cancel out of this into. Oh, there we go. Like that. And that gives you juggles and stuff.
Cool.
Of course, this stuff, if we look at it on block, though, what do you think? Do you think it's safe?
Better be.
Let's see. Oh, God. Oh my God, I can't even tell. It's not good. It's like, I think it's like 7, right?
Okay.
But I mean, if you space it like that, that was -4, which is still very punishable from that distance. So you got to be careful. You know what I mean? But this thing is, you can cancel into it. So it's kind of about surprising your opponent, using it every now and then, right?
Yeah.
To like change this poke from that into this.
Sure.
All of a sudden you're in their face.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like that. I'm a fan of the mobility buffs or the V triggers that enhance mobility.
Yeah. So that one is about yeah, you're right. It does have to do with mobility, and you can, I think, get some juggles out of it depending on the combo. This one, however,
wow,
is about combo extension. You're not really getting that much mix up out of this.
Is the first V trigger?
First V skill.
V skill, I mean, yeah. Okay, cool.
So this allows you to extend certain combos, and it also allows you to like I use the word mix up sparingly because like you can just block both of those crouching, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah, honestly, most of the time this V skill is about combo extension and maybe bopping a projectile or two. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So I think V skill 2 is definitely the more aggressive of the two. You feel me?
Yeah.
However, that one right there, I think allows you to apply more pressure, because if you like time that jump right and come down with like a kick at the right angle, one of those punches at the right time, you're plus. So it's slower, but if you time it right, yeah, you're gonna be fucking plus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of cool. This guy got kind of a different one.
Ed is another character I haven't seen before.
No, you've never seen him.
I'm just being honest. I haven't seen him.
What do you think of him?
Just from the looks of him,
Yeah.
creeps me out a little.
He's just completely creeped out by the unfamiliar. It's like, I've never seen them and I hate them.
Yeah. That's typically my response to new things.
This guy got a way to go around projectiles.
No, it was the fact that his head was sort of tilted down and he had like kind of a come hither look. I didn't like it.
Oh, that's what it was.
It creeped me.
Gotcha. So that goes around projectiles. You can charge it too. So the regular one, that's -6, right? If you charge it, it's -2. So safe versus unsafe, you feel me?
Okay.
But yeah, it's to get around shit.
Cool.
There's also the down version, which is an uppercut. Nice anti-air. Also -6, and if you charge it, it's +3. So if you get away with doing this silly shit, yeah, it's your turn. But this is Ed we're talking about, and he has like much more conventional ways to get +3 on somebody point blank. But hey, there it is. So this thing actually has a lot of application for like getting around stuff, and the fact that it's modal, you can like do this version too, means that you have some anti-air capability and some combo ability. There's a lot of utility in this thing, right? Here's the thing, Ed's first V skill also has a lot of fucking utility. This is one of those characters, like Ed is a character that can refuse to play footsies when he wants to, because he has this V skill. This is -2 on block. It like kind of like brings you to the opponent, right? So if you're in the footsie game, you can like be like, no, we're here. And I lost my turn, but hey, at least we're here. If you hit that though, it's a knockdown. Then there's this. If you charge it, it brings them to you, and it's +3. So that's his first V skill, right? So essentially what we're talking about are
That's
two...
a very good first V skill.
I love that V skill. But like, we're talking about two different V skills that kind of do the same thing in two different ways.
Okay.
They kind of both bring him next to the opponent. They put both fighters next to each other, right?
So it's another way to do stuff he could already do. So it probably doesn't change his gameplay dramatically.
I'd say that
comparatively.
I'd say that the biggest change is that the fact that you can charge the second V skill and still be close to somebody and you're on the ground, or they're on the ground. When you charge this V skill, first of all, it takes longer to charge, and it brings like when they don't get when they're not blocking, it puts them in the air.
Got it.
Right? So you can get some cool juggle shit after that, right? But let me go back to V skill 2 real quick. You charge that one, it knocks them down as well, but it pushes them in the corner. I think that's honestly the biggest difference, is straight up corner care.
Sure.
Right? Because if you charge this shit,
that's a big difference.
Yeah, if you charge this shit and it hits, great, they're in the corner. If you charge the first V skill and it hits, it also pushes them in the corner. If you charge this V skill, the first V skill, and they block it, you pull them towards you mid-screen, or you towards the corner. If you charge this V skill and they block it, well, you're safe, but at least you're more towards the corner. I think that's the biggest difference.
It's kind of a better version of his first V skill.
I don't know about better. I mean, the utility of the uppercut is very, very nice, but think about this. You want to know what this one doesn't have that the first V skill has? This one, like, allows you to completely eliminate the footsie game from afar. This one allows you to eliminate the footsie game.
The first one allows you to eliminate the footsie skill.
They both do.
But
this one, if you eliminate the footsie game, and if you guess wrong, let's say they block it, you're not safe, first off, and you're next to them. You understand? You understand
which
what I'm
you
saying?
may not. Which you don't want. You don't want to be not safe and next to someone.
Right. In the first one, you're next to them and you're safe. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's the difference. I think that second V skill, the second V skill of his is very good. Like the uppercut utility is very fucking nice. And obviously like going through attacks is very nice. But when you use it, like how do I put this? You can throw out that first V skill of his uncharged willy-nilly because of how safe it is. -6 is a big deal. -6, and you can space it right so that it's hard to punish, that V skill too, but -6 is still a big deal.
Sure.
And there's just this chick shit. She stores it just like a lot of these things. I don't know if she has a visual tell or not. Maybe not. And then you unleash it, and she has that like a projectile. I'll show you what it looks like. Juri throws that out.
Okay.
Doesn't go very far.
Okay.
Right? But for projectile, like you can store it and you have it, and you can cancel into it, and it causes the knockdown, which is very, very nice. Something they showed off to us very, very early with this character was, oh, let me get the hard knockdown. Where's my hard knockdown now? Charge it up, get the hard knockdown, throw that out, and then switch sides on their wake up. I fucked up. You get the idea, right? So anytime you have a projectile, oh yeah, you get the idea, right?
Yeah.
You can like, yeah, that sound you heard, guys, was Greg getting mixed up. Greg got mixed up. This one I think is a little bit more aggressive than our other V skill. It allows her to combo, gives her more combo routes and stuff. So let's take a look at the first one. The first one's very nice though still. It's the automatic cross up and hits them.
Wow.
Very unsafe on block, and then of course you can charge it up to have the really fast one.
Wow.
I think this one is better for people who want to play a little bit more passively and need a little bit of help getting in sometimes, like, you know, if they want to like take advantage of other people's mistakes. That second one that we just saw with the projectile, I think it is for people who want to get in a little bit more actively, because you can follow it in a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can do setups off of it, and you can even get combo routes off of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to that one, you can combo into that one, but like once you do that, the combo's over. With the projectile one or V skill 2, if you do that, the combo's still going.
Mm-hmm.
It's combo fodder. It's an extension. You know what I mean?
Cool. I like it.
Kind of nice. And for people that play Juri, they honestly want to do combos, so they'll probably. I can see some people picking that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Oh yeah, this chick. This chick is the queen of. In my opinion, V skills that at my first glance I look at them and I go, doesn't look so great, and then I play against them, I'm like, fuck, it's really good.
Wow.
Really, really good. I got mixed so hard the other day by somebody playing this stupid ass V skill. It broke my spirit for a second. It was bad. It was bad. I got put in the blender. Her V skill 2 is it's okay. Let me put it this way. I don't want you to think about it as a projectile. I want you to think about it as a hitbox. She throws out 3 of these.
This is the 2.
Well, she does 3 automatically.
Okay. No, but this is the V skill 2.
Oh, yes, this is V skill 2.
This is the new one. Okay.
So think about all of those as like hitboxes.
Okay.
Like little tiny hitboxes. As a matter of fact, I think if I do this, if I walk him into it, yeah, he'll just do that shit.
Okay.
And you don't have to do all 3. You can like in the middle of it, like press light punch to just get that one. You only have 1 out at a time if you do the choose method, or heavy punch to the far one. You get the idea.
Yeah.
So obviously this makes the opponent like they have to watch where they're stepping, right?
Sure.
And you can't use it mid combo, but if you have it out, you can extend certain combos if you like, you know, push someone into it and you get like another hit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The real funky shit though, however, is if you do get a hard knockdown, and then like if you have this up, like you throw that out while someone has a hard knockdown, and then you like, not my bad. You do that move, you know, that court. It's kind of the same thing with Juri, right? It's bad. Like if you throw that out right as somebody's waking up, and then all of a sudden they're blocking the wrong way, they slip on the thing, and then they're free.
Wow. Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Seems like it requires a high skill level to execute.
I think so. I think it's not apparent, right? Same thing with this thing. Her V skill 1 is just a poke, right? There's the regular one, which does this cause knockdown? Yes, it does. And then there's the charged one, which is a little bit further. Oops, my bad. A little bit further. But I thought this move was like, so it's a poke, fine. She has other pokes. I don't know why this is useful when she has like so many other pokes. But then like, you see how she steps back?
Yeah.
This is the ultimate fucking poke, dude. I fucking hate it. Cause like when she steps back, she shrinks her hurt box. So you'll go to like hit her, but she shrinks back and she comes back with a perfect poke.
Got it.
It's unassuming, but it really, really works. Obviously very, very different. One is a poke and one is like a setup tool. Right?
Wow. Okay.
And she has other setup tools in her kit. She has a lot of things in her kit. That's kind of her design. But you can totally see the difference between the two. One is just a straight up poke for the footsie war, and the other is a straight up setup tool plus mix up tool.
Got it.
If I played Ibuki, I would definitely want to try that though. Like that's what I love about this patch, man. The characters are fundamentally changed. And they're making me look at them in much, much different ways.
You would
know?
consider that to be a fundamental change?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Like. Think
That
about
is nodding aggressively.
the thing, like that character, Ibuki wants to mix people up. She is one of the most mix-uppy characters in the game.
Okay.
A tool that allows her to like throw shit on the ground and have like a hit. Like, let me put it this way: a hitbox that just stays there on the ground is like another character for you. That's on your team.
Right.
That's all. That's Christmas to a mix-up character.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Check out this skill. This
Wow.
chick's V skill.
Cool.
Love it. I love this thing. It's a leap, right?
Mhm.
There's a couple options out of this leap. First off, she has a kick, which is not an overhead. It's not an overhead, even though it looks like an overhead. That kick is +3 though, so you can combo out of it, which is kind of nice, right? You can get stuff like that. So once again, we already talked about hops and what makes them good, right?
Yep.
But you can do a punch out of it and throw lightning at a motherfucker. And honestly, I think one of the coolest things about this is the fact that like she can change the speed and she can like change the speed of the projectile, which is very nice. But also it's the fact that she stalls, right? And she kind of like has this game where like, you know, she doesn't have a projectile. Well, she has a projectile of her own, but it's like very slow and Sonic Boom like. It's not meant to zone people out. But this can kind of help her get in a little bit.
Nice.
You know, especially against people throwing projectiles. And I think in V Trigger, she can charge that a little bit, which even further helps her air stall, which is very nice, you know?
Cool.
I love this shit. It's very cool. Her V skill 1 though, man, she loses a lot of utility doing that. I'll tell you what she loses. She loses an overhead, right? She doesn't have an overhead anymore. That's part of her V skill. And then she also has like a command dash, which is very fast. Back dash, forward dash. She has other dashes, but as you can see, these regular dashes are very different from her V skill dashes. And those V skill dashes are cancelable. I'm letting you know, when I played Lara for a while back in the day, canceling into the dashes was like one of my main pieces of gameplay. So I think she loses a lot of mobility. She loses her overhead. But what she does get is, how do I put this? A much more well-rounded, to be completely honest, neutral game. You know what I mean? Because her neutral game is okay. But with the fact that she has that leap, and she can just like, if someone's throwing a strikeout or a projectile, she can leap over it and already be in your face, comboing as a matter of fact. Or she can just play that fucking projectile game and like wear you down. So it's either like, you can give up the mobility, or you can give up the neutral, you know?
Got it.
And honestly, when you think about it, it's like 2 different ways to play the neutral, you know? Like you can either try and like work your way in and out with her dashes, or you can kind of leap in. You know what I mean?
Sure.
2 different ways to play the neutral.
Cool.
Here's this son of a bitch who basically, I didn't realize how close to a focus attack this was. You remember focus attacks from Street Fighter 4?
Sure.
This move is kind of a focus attack. Straight up. Fucking heal the shit, motherfucker. Right? Beautiful.
That's it.
It is it.
Wow.
But
I don't mean that's all. I mean, there it is.
Yeah. So here's why this move is fucked up. First of all, it's +3 on hit, which is like, you're not gonna combo, but it's nice, you know.
He's so oiled up. He looks like an action figure. He looks plastic.
-4, right? So obviously you wouldn't want to do this move up close. If you're up this close with Zangief, you're just gonna do this stupid shit, right?
Sure.
This is a footsie tool, straight up. So if you space this right though, no one's gonna hit you. Even though it's -4, no one's gonna punish you.
Okay.
No one. Here's the thing, this thing can be charged.
No one's gonna punish you just because of the range.
Right. Even though it's -4, which is technically punishable, no one's gonna like punish you because of so far away.
Right.
This is -4. But if you charge it all the way, it breaks guard, you're +11.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's comboable after that. Maybe nothing. Maybe maybe you don't get a combo after that. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it. But I'll tell you what you do get is like all the advantage in the world, right? The beautiful thing about this though is that while he's charging, he does have armor. And, and he can dash cancel that bullshit.
Wow.
So I've already seen it happen, man. It hasn't happened to me yet, but it's gonna. So let's say you're like looking out for this, right? Like you don't want to hit this because it has a hit armor, right? So what are you gonna try and do? You're gonna like what? Take the block? Let's say you start to take the block on this. All of a sudden, you know what I mean?
He cancels.
Yeah. So compared to his first V skill, this shit is the applications are a little bit similar in that this also has armor on it. It almost acts like a little bit of a parry. It's like an armor parry, right?
Wow.
And he can move forward with it as well.
Whoa,
to get that
that's
hit.
crazy.
But I think...
Oh, man.
I think the V skill 2 allows him to have... what's the word I'm looking for? Allows him to be a little bit more wacky with it. Like, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? It allows him to apply the pressure faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because specifically just because of that dash cancel. You're not dash canceling this at all. You're at a snail's pace with this motherfucker. That being said, if you time this right, just like I think we did it with like Ryu's parry, right? If you time this right, you can get this, right? Like as a parry. Or something even worse, probably. So the potential rewards for getting a well-timed version of this are bigger. But the other one is definitely allows him to move faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
And the other one's pretty powerful. If you get a fully charged kick, like unblocked, like if it hits, it wall bounces. You can get like a big throw, like an air.
Wow,
throw
it wall bounces and it breaks guard.
If you fully charge it. But if you fully charge it, like if you're consistently fully charging like that, someone can just like jump over it or like throw you out of it. You understand? You have to be what's what I'm looking for. You have to be inconsistent. You know?
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, this chick got another pressure tool.
This is the strangest laugh. Didn't look like she was smiling at all. It was just a
soulless.
Yeah, it was
humorless.
It was a call. It's a call to the wild.
She got a pressure tool. See this thing? -5, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can. You charge it, of course. +3.
Okay.
It's very nice.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It's a pressure tool, which is kind of nice for her considering the kind of pressure she already likes to apply. Let's see what it does on hit. +3 on hit. It's fully charged. Ooh. +4? Is that what I'm seeing? I wonder if you can combo off of that. Maybe. Yeah, this thing is good for like frame traps and applying pressure on people on block and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This one is definitely more of a poke. You feel me?
Yeah.
And if you put them on block, yeah, it's not chargeable or anything. This thing is, oh yeah, it is chargeable. And I think like that version, I think all of these will go through projectiles as a matter of fact. That's -2, you can make it safe, and if you just do that's -5, which is very much not safe.
Got it.
So one is definitely more of a mid-range tool, and the other is definitely more of a close-range tool.
Mm-hmm.
One is for pressure, one is for playing that footsie and poke game. I rarely see people use that V-skill of hers to like negate projectiles, but it can. Yeah. So it depends, man. If like I can definitely see people like Karin is a footsie monster, but Karin also is kind of a pressure monster. Look, she's a good character, man. She's very good at just about everything. But I can see somebody, if they want to like play the more footsie game and play more reactionary, I can see them sticking with V-skill 1. If somebody wants to get in that ass, which they might want to do, I can see V-skill 2 coming into things. You know?
Cool.
It's kind of the similar thing for this guy. His V-skill 1, you rarely see it.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's narrow in its application. This one, however, V-skill 2 is much more wide ranging in its application. So for example, -7 on this scythe, right? But if you charge up, this powers up all of his scythe attacks, like the light, medium, and heavy.
Okay.
+2. That's a big difference to go from wildly unsafe to extremely plus, right? Yeah, +2. So it's still your turn very much. This medium one, -10. Well, how about now? -5. Still very unsafe, but let me see. Yeah, no one's gonna punish that, right? No one's gonna punish that at that range.
Nice.
-10, somebody might punish that, you know? How about his heavy one? Yeah, don't do that. That's -15, right? Also extremely unsafe, but there's differences on hit, so let's look at the hits. All the hits. Yeah, that causes a knockdown in the V-skill one. Still causes a knockdown. I don't know, can you combo up with it? Nah, you can't. But let's look at this one. The medium one causes a knockdown. That one also causes a knockdown, but it does more damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things get really nutty when you look at the heavy one, though. Right? So that's the regular one. Right? So that extra time allows him to do stuff like this. Right? Juggle afterwards. I think you also get this.
Wow.
Right? And I think it powers up his EX one, too. Yeah, it does. I don't know how. Probably more damage and stuff. You get the idea. So it turns, like, it adds application each one of his shit. His heavy SRK becomes a full-on juggle. That's mid-screen, too. Like, His heavy scythe is now a juggle tool, which is very nice.
So why not do it constantly?
Do what constantly?
V2 or V skill 2.
We'll go over his V skill 1.
Okay.
And it makes this one way safer. You could definitely use this as a poke, and more damage. And it turns V skill or his light scythe into a full-on pressure tool, which is crazy. That's really cool. Then there's V skill 1. Like I said, it's much more narrow in application. It's this move. It is a hit, but it negates. It's like snatches projectiles and builds that V meter, which is very nice. It's not like he needs the poke per se that much. This is used in some combos here and there, but not much. Honestly though, but like if you want it, like look, this isn't a guy who's gonna win the fight via zoning and stuff. But yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest. If I played this character, I would probably pick V skill 2. But V skill 1 still definitely has its applications in terms of it being a nice poke, and in terms of it definitely allowing him to play lame if he wants to play a little bit lame, and then get in like this. That being said, V skill 2, yeah, if you want to like take the time, because it's not like that like if you pick V skill 2, that shit happens automatically. You still have to take the time to power up your next motherfucking hit. You know what I mean?
I see.
But if you do, it allows you to get a lot of shit. Like, and it's kind of like, it's not like they're all pressure based. The first one is pressure based. The second one is poke based, right? You still play footsies. And the third one is full on juggle, like combo stuff,
Yep.
So there's a lot, like, I guess what we're looking at is a lot of utility versus not much utility. But the difference is, even though this doesn't have much utility, you can use it anytime. Anytime. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically it, everybody. For this fucking row. We're halfway there. We're halfway there through all these characters.
We're cruising.
Let me see. Greg, which V skill did you like the best? Geefs today? Is that what you liked?
You are correct.
It's really,
what does that say about me?
I think it says that I think you like big guys moving real fast. But
I mean, that
right?
seems terrifying because I've never what my frame of reference, as most people know, is like Street Fighter 2 and Turbo Street Fighter 2, and I never paid him any respect because he was so easy to defeat when you're playing against computer, and in most cases when you're playing against people, it does not appear that way in this game. I'm terrified of him.
You should be afraid of Geef.
Yeah, and especially in the Evo Championships, I learned like this is a totally new character from what I was accustomed to. But seeing this V skill 2 makes me even more scared.
Yeah, like it looks like a lot of fucking fun. Like the idea of holding that kick and then dash canceling it for a throw, and then somebody on the other end of the internet like being like sighing. That makes me happy. Also makes me happy that you guys tune in and watch this shit. Hopefully you're enjoying. And hopefully you'll tune in for the next one. More characters to go over. Top right. We'll see you next time on Weekend Warriors.
I know it was cold the other night because I washed my face in hot water and then my whole head was steaming like you used to do that head steaming trick.
Your head was steaming?
It was steaming in my own house.